Yes, it is Sports Radio 88.9 Birla FM, your champions, doll. It's a beautiful, beautiful sing-along Thursday afternoon. It is show time to give you something nutritious, sportilicious, very, very delicious on the Lunch Sports Show. Yes, the Jiggy Man is in the building. Kilani Abdul Hakim Adishala is my name, and I hope you're ready to receive all the action the way it's speculating all across the big, beautiful world of sports. Yes, yes, yes. It's a simple process to get on board and get attuned with all the sporting action. Join us via Twitter at Brilla FM 889, on the Facebook fan page Sports Radio, Brilla for Brilla. On those platforms, you can make a contribution. Yes, indeed, you can tell me what your thoughts are about so many things we'll be bringing to your attention. And of course, you can send a message on those platforms as well. If you want to stay abreast of the action, well, if you have to move, download the Brilla app from the Google Play Store and the Apple iTunes Store, and stay abreast of all the action. And if you want to get up close and personal, well, of course, you know I always welcome you on board. Early bird right there on the Facebook fan page of Balu Anishola Gold. I see you and I say welcome. You can make that contribution just by picking up the phone and dialing the hottest number in the land.
When the fans asked for more, we at Sports Radio 88.9 FM gave them 4 wishes and a magical line. It simply means when you call 0700000889, you're routed through 4 different lines. So when you dial the magical number 0700000889, you get through to us on 4 lines. That means you have 4-in-1 chance of having your voice heard on your favorite radio station. So go ahead and start dialing. It's the 4-in-1 package from the home of the fans.
Yes, Sports Radio 88.9 Birla FM, your champions, doll. A beautiful sing-along Thursday afternoon, and it is the Lunch Sports Show with yours truly. And I'm still wondering, yes, I am still wondering, the aftermath of yesterday's game, why Chelsea fans are angry. They are so touchy, and they are so, I don't understand. Who exactly are you blaming for that loss to Liverpool? Well, maybe somebody will call me up this afternoon and tell me why, what exactly the reason is that they are so angry. So angry that they are taking it out on the goalkeeper, Ariza Balaga. Come on, you win some, you lose some, and you had it in your hand. So why are you angry? Why are Manchester United fans not as angry as Chelsea fans? Well, some of the things you'll tell me today during the course of the show. Yes, let me also give you a heads up that later on the local scene, we'll be traveling to one man, yes, who plays for Enugu Rangers, yes, as a goalkeeper, and he'll be touching on so many issues, a particularly sentimental one, talking about the passing of his close friend Ifeanyi George and what the club has done for that player, for his family. So you don't want to miss out on that one when we hook up with Femi Thomas later on the show. Yes, indeed. But then, Arsenal fans, let me let you know, yes, please, that one young lad has joined the fold. But then, let me let you know, it looks like Bukayo Saka will wear the number 7 jersey for Arsenal, judging by the shirt printed options available on the home kit via the club shop. The number has not been used since Henrik Mkhitaryan left for Roma on loan, and with Armenian set to extend his stay in the Italian capital, well, the decision has been taken to find it a new home. Yes, Saka this season has worn the 77 shirt, signed a new long-term contract with the Gunners earlier this month, and of course, that came with an increase in his take-home pay. Yes, more kunkushi, and I'm sure you'll be glad for him. Now, Liam Brady, Robert Perez, David Rocastle, Thomas Rosicky, yes, indeed, some of the legendary players who have sported that number 7 shirt for the club. We definitely hope that the spirit, the good one that this player has exhibited, will envelop him, and it will influence his own personality, and he will do well for Arsenal. Knock on wood, somebody. Let's hope it brings you fortune, Bukayo Saka, and of course the club and the fans who are, well, waiting for some good news. It's been a long time coming for Arsenal. All right, let's give you more updates away from football right about now. I must quickly let you know that the women's women's cycling team, CCC Live, have withdrawn from not one but two races in Spain this week. Why? It's still the effect of the coronavirus pandemic. Yes, they say that the risks are simply too great. So the team was supposed to start today, will not. And Friday's Clásico Navarra will also not take place. Cases of COVID-19 in Spain's Navarra region, where the races will take place, continue to grow. And the team manager, Eric van der Boom, has said the health of our people must always come first. And that's why the women's cycling team have withdrawn from both races. All right, let's talk about one man. He's an Olympic champion. His name is Vanier, and he wants to set an untouchable 400-meter world record as his legacy. He's a legend, yes indeed, and one of the athletic legend Michael Jensen held the record for 17 years before Vanier beat it in the Rio 2016 final. But he says that's not enough. I want to set an unassailable and untouchable record in the 400 meters. From the height of becoming Olympic and world champion in 2017, the South African has missed most of the past 3 seasons due to injury, but now he wants to run under 43 seconds. Yes, of course, today, if you check in the calendar, marks a year to go to the rescheduled Tokyo Olympics in 2021. So he has exactly a year to work up all the magic he wants to work up to see that dream actually comes true. Yes, it's the Lunch Sports Show right here on Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla Farina. My phone lines are going crazy. I'm sure it's a Chelsea fan who wants to tell me why they are so angry at the after effects of yesterday. But then, before I come to you, let me also let you know that while the Liverpool fans are still celebrating, well, of course, you know, at times like this, when emotions run high, things will get out of hand sometimes. That is why 9 people were arrested as Liverpool fans ignored police advice and they crowded the streets following the club's trophy-lifting final home game. Thousands of supporters gathered as Kenny Dalglish presented the trophy in an empty stadium after, you know, they dealt out what they dealt out to Chelsea. Police had issued a dispersal order to clear about 3,000 fans from Anfield. 9 arrests were made on suspicion of being drunk and disorderly, drunk and driving, affray and assault. Yes, the mayor of Liverpool, Joe Anderson, also tweeted his thanks to those involved in the cleanup operation after large crowds gathered at Anfield. Yes, indeed. But I dare say they will get a slap on the wrist, because when you're celebrating, even though you might do things that you shouldn't be doing, well, in the spirit of the moment, you might get off with a lighter sentence. What you might not get off with a light sentence with is a falsely accusing someone of sexual harassment, which is a big deal, and someone stands in danger of that one. If the words of David Villa are anything to go by, yes, the retired striker has released a statement to deny sexual harassment accusations which were made against him via Twitter. It has been alleged that Villa constantly harassed the lady in question while the two were at New York City FC, and this matter is being looked at by the club. Yes, indeed. In a tweet, she said she was constantly being harassed, constantly being touched against her will by David Villa, and her bosses thought it was great comedic material. Of course, the man has come out to deny it, saying, "I never heard anything about these vague accusations from the club or anyone else until they were posted this past weekend. Of course, I will fully cooperate with the club as the general accusations also appear directed at the club." And the question he's asking, and a lot of people are also offering, is why wait? Why wait until this point in time to make such an accusation? Or are you just trying to get some fame or make some money while the investigations are ongoing? Still so much to give you this beautiful afternoon on the Lunch Sports Show right here on Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla Farina. But I don't want to be rude. Yes, my phone lines are going crazy, so let's get you on board. Still hits coming in all across. Pato Peter says the reason Chelsea is angry is because of the margin in which they lost. Chelsea played well, but the result was way too damaging. Hala, the jiggy man. Thank you, Pato Peter. Hala to yourself. Godwin Eliago says, for crying out loud, is the world's most expensive goalkeeper. How can he be conceding so many goals? That's why we are so angry. Godwin Eliago says that Jigiman Daniel Akpe is better than keeper. I'm not going to dispute that. Why not? Why can't our own Nigerian goalkeeper be better than Ariza Balaga? Prince Efazu is giving a shout out this afternoon. I see you. Let's take this one. Let's go to the phone lines. Hello, somebody.
Afternoon to you, Abdulaki.
Good afternoon to you, my brother.
My name is Joe Motosho. You said some Liverpool fans went overboard.
Yeah,
Why did they deal to Chelsea? What did they do? What did they do?
They were celebrating now.
That's why you like to lose for trouble. You start throwing so from different directions.
I'm not the one that said that. If they hadn't done anything, would they have been arrested? 9 people were arrested.
Let's go straight to the point that they went overboard. They over celebrated. Which one is after they might have dealt with like trouble?
I don't understand what you're saying now, Duro. What is going on now? Why are you trying to turn it around on me? I'm asking why Chelsea fans angry. I'm asking a straight question.
The reason why we are angry.
Yes, answer the
reason
question.
why we are angry is that this goalkeeper is supposed to have gone past all this childish error every now and then. Why will you form a wall and still stand at the back of the wall for goodness sake?
I don't understand. So, are you saying Kepa does not know how to be a good keeper?
Yes.
So why did you buy him?
Okay, we made that mistake. We made that mistake. Well, I start Kappa Balega being killed by them to go. Before you see what hypertension. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. Yes, indeed. The Lunch Sports Show. A beautiful afternoon. I mean, when you took money, you went to the market. You saw what you wanted. You bought it yourself. You brought it to. You're not why are you complaining? Why are you angry? I don't understand. So that's what I'm asking. Hello, good afternoon to you, somebody.
Tony Gatuso speaking.
Your name is?
Tony from Lucky.
Tony, just your name is what I need. All right, Tony, talk to me.
In fact, I am over disappointed in Chelsea yesterday.
Why?
I've been a Chelsea fan for more than 20 years. Or thereabout. Well, sincerely speaking, the coach is a racist. To me, Lampard is a racist. Why keeping Pulisic on the bench? Why you know Pulisic is even much more better than the two players he has in that team, in the person of William?
So for you now, it's not about the goalkeeper, it's about the player.
No, the goalkeeper completely, the goalkeeper of maybe Alausa United is better than keeper to me. The goalkeeper of Alausa United, if there is anything like that, is better than Kepa. Kepa is a complete sellout. Kepa, in fact, they should not even sell him. They should keep him on the bench. He should be on the bench till he deforms.
That's serious, so.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, a player that you spend so much money to bring in is one that.
Even if it means we Nigeria are spending more than enough in MDZC, but they are still not getting the results. So whatever it is, it should be kept on the bench.
Kill you, brother. We're talking keeper at Chelsea. We are talking NDTC. What's the correlation? Sports Radio 88.9 Bruno FM, your champions dial. It's still a beautiful, beautiful day. It is a lunch sports show. Yes, indeed. I'm still trying to figure out what exactly is going on. Why are Chelsea fans so incensed? You still have a lot to do. I mean, come on, the destiny still in your hands. And of course, you know, our matches are still going to be played. It's going to be a very, very exciting end of the season in the EPL. Arsenal will play Watford, Chelsea and Wolves will lock horns, Crystal Palace and Tottenham. Burnley will play Brighton and Hove. Of course, Manchester United and Leicester City, which of course personally is the game I'm looking forward to. It's going to be very, very hot. If I had to ask you what kind of name would you give this? End of the season drama in the EPL, what will be the title of that movie? I want to know. You can share that one with me when you get on board. Even as you're trying to figure out exactly why Chelsea fans are so angry. Yes, indeed. And yes, while a lot of people are blaming COVID for a lot of things, I believe that COVID has given this end of season drama yes, in the EPL, and it's so enjoyable for those, of course, those of us who have nothing to lose, nothing at stake. We can sit on the sidelines and enjoy every bit of it. But what would be the title of this drama that's about to unfold? Talking about last games to be played in the EPL. When I bring you on board, you definitely will tell me. But still so much, yes, so much going down. Let me quickly give you some updates, yes indeed, letting you know that well, it might be action again because Kylian Mbappe's announcement that he will be staying at Paris Saint-Germain next season, well, according to Real Madrid, does not change anything. Yes, the Frenchman has a contract offer on the table from Paris Saint-Germain. He's in no rush at all to renew it. He will have one more year on his contract after next summer, making it the perfect time for him to put pressure on PSG to allow him to make his desired move to Real Madrid. Yes, when the news came out, when he broke it, he said, no, I'm still going to be here next year. A lot of people had thought that, oh, is that an indication that he doesn't want to move after all? But now, if you look at it clearly, to me, no, while I'm at PSG, I don't want anything to distract me. It in no way means he does not want to go to Real Madrid. Still playing it safe. What exactly can PSG do to keep this man? Is there anything they can do, in your opinion? Or is he as good as gone when that, especially when he's not signing a new contract? What can they do? Is it going to be money? Is it bringing about more players to join him? Is it giving him a chance to win everything that he wants to win while still playing for Paris Saint-Germain? I want to find out what your thoughts are. Hello, good afternoon to you, somebody. Sports Radio, hello there. All right, brilliant activity on that line. Yes, indeed. Of course, you can make use of multiple platforms on Twitter, on the Facebook fan page, aside from the phone lines, to make a contribution. This beautiful lunch sports show. Hello.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon to you, my brother. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine. How are your family, sir?
Very well. We thank the Almighty.
Almighty God, always good.
Yes.
Good for every one of us. Mr. Posho on the line.
My guy, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fine. I thank God. It's true now. Whatever Chelsea is, it doesn't bother me. Sometimes Chelsea wins, sometimes Chelsea lose, sometimes we draw. So it's part of this. It's part of this. You have to understand it. As far as you are winning, a lot of people will be worried. Once you lose, you have to take correction.
Okay.
You have to take correction for next time.
Not every Chelsea fan is taking it like you are. Most of them are angry. They're
my big brother too.
Yes.
The thing is that when you set a trap in the bush, you want to catch a leaf.
Yes.
When the trap fails, you set it back. And so the back now is just you have to prepare, you have to organize. That's the only problem that you get. That keeper is very, very good. If the defense is not good, people will be considered good. A keeper that is trying to have big money, 30 something upwards. Then you are telling me that the keeper is not good. Keeper is good now. If the backer is not good, even if you can take that the city where the backer is not good, they will consider good. That's the only thing I know. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Yes, indeed. I'm going to take away something from that call, and is what he said, that if you set a trap for an animal and it doesn't catch it, then you set for another one. So as Chelsea set a trap for Liverpool, did not catch. Let's go ahead. Let them reset the trap, but then the animal that they are looking to catch now has to be Wolverhampton Wanderers. How easy will it be to set that trap? What will you bait it with? That's the question I'm asking. Hello, somebody. Yes, a beautiful day right here on Sports Radio 88.9. Umbrella for Ritter, and hits are coming in. Yes, indeed. And taking a look at the hits coming in on Twitter, on the Facebook fan page, and it's cracking me up. Hello, good afternoon. My brother.
Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, my name is Seriki.
Welcome, Seriki.
We are talking about our former goalkeeper, Ali Zabanaga. But what is the name? But Ali Zabanaga seems to be the biggest problem. I will start regretting why letting Kotua go.
Yes, honestly, because Courtois is looking like surplus to requirement at that time because he was not on top of this game.
But now it's looking like.
But now, Kepa have made us understand that he's such a wonderful goalkeeper and almost. He's robotic in nature. Honestly, if there's any number for it, I don't know. It's a pity. Even though our defense are not that 100% okay, but the goalkeeping department is one big problem. And before, directed to the post is always a goal. I don't know the last time I have such a goalkeeper.
You are doing end of season promo now, I think part of the problem is you expected Liverpool after having won the trophy after all to just take it.
You know the biggest problem after scoring 3 goals, Chelsea cannot get anything from a game. You consider 5 goals in the top.
Yes.
What a pity.
Yeah. So,
good afternoon to you.
Thank you so much, my brother. It really is a very, very painful one, yes, it did, because the reactions from Chelsea fans has been so. I had to take a look like, what's going on? I mean, come on. Oh, well, it's not over until the fat lady sings, yes, indeed, and she's not singing, not just yet. Anyway, a last gasp effort. You still have the opportunity to do something. Hello, good afternoon to you. Hello, are you there? No, very, very faint. You're sounding. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to let you go, and you will have to try to get back on it. Yes, indeed. The Lunch Sports Show right here on Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla for Rilla. And of course, it's still action that is going down all across the big, beautiful world of sports. Hello, somebody. Hello? Hello, good afternoon to you. Yes, Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM, your champions dial. Still a beautiful, beautiful day, and getting your calls in at this point in time. Hello there. Well, I don't know if the Gremlins are Chelsea fans, but they seem to be up in the TV. Hello.
Hello, Gigi.
How you doing, bro?
I'm fine.
What's your name?
Emmanuel.
Emmanuel. Why are you sounding so blue?
Well, I'm not very jiggy, that's why.
Why?
Just a little bit under the weather.
Okay.
But I'm not to talk to you.
All right. As long as it has nothing to do with yesterday's game, you'll soon be up on your feet.
No, not at all. I just want to comment on Kepa issue also.
Yes, please, go ahead.
You see, I was fortunate to find myself in the National Stadium, the main goal, and I checked the size of the pole. So then, I refused to be criticizing any goalkeeper anyhow. Some of these Chelsea fans are called it, but forgot to see their defenders have been flat-footed. And you can't just be blaming goalkeeper every time they concede goals. What about the defense? If you take the Chelsea board that bought that guy for about 70 million pounds, I don't know what they are doing. It's one of the best keepers. And to me, I know the form of Kepa is been up and down, but it's not as bad the way they have found it. Because look at my friend, Dere called yesterday, so his line was going or something. He was just, I was wondering, so you have your own issue. So you have your own issue. Yesterday you were sounding so, you were pitying Arsenal. You were just sounding, so thank God it's happening like this. I please try to not make it better.
You got me. When you came here, I thought you were here to commiserate with Chelsea. But the way you ended it now, I don't understand it.
You do not. I want to ask you something.
Okay.
If you concern bicycle and petrol station,
it is well. It is well, Emmanuel. Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla 4 Rilla, but remember, what goes around comes around. That's exactly how these things go down. A day before, when Arsenal lost to Aston Villa, well, Chelsea fans did call, and now, well, the shoe is on the other foot, and that's exactly how it's going down. It is still a lunch hour sports show right here, but then taking a look at it, sometimes these things do happen. You have a bad day in the office. At that point in time, do you take away all the good the person has done previously because they are not doing so well at the present time? Well, fans can be very, very fickle, and that's just the truth of the matter. Well, we'll see how that goes. Sports Radio 8.9 Brilla 4 Rilla. It's still a beautiful, beautiful day, and action is still going on strong. Still taking your calls. Hello there. No, Gremlin's got a hold of that individual, but not to worry, you still have ample time to make a contribution. Benny on the Facebook family says, good afternoon, Jiggy. The bitter truth behind Chelsea's anger is Man United being above them on the table. They want to finish above United at all costs. Okay, is it about finishing above United right about now, or about making it into the top four and staying there? I don't know. What's it all about? Hello there.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, Gigi, this is Olamileko speaking.
Olamileko, how are you doing today?
Great, and you?
I'm very well, thank you.
To comment on what people are saying concerning Kappa and the policy.
Okay.
You know, Chelsea, when they're doing poor policy at the starting of the match, people were like saying, what happened? What is happening to policy? Let them put these guys. Let's assume that policy starts the match, and then they will not lose it. They will be shouting, why don't you put Mount to start the match? So, you know, they will be finding one way or the other to be complaining. Liverpool is bigger than them. Forget about because they win FA. They win Liverpool. Liverpool is bigger than them. Look at the keeper. Look at the defender of Liverpool. Even though they are making a mistake, the defense is not crazy, more better than Chelsea's own. So when you are complaining about keeper, concerning this their keeper, when you are complaining about keeper, if you don't have good defender, they get what you call Ashiria too. That is what happened to them. They don't have good defense. If you have good defense, nothing will happen to your keeper. Your keeper can only save you from one or two places. You don't put everything on keeper that is all ball that keeper must catch. Look at the first goal. So people are, when I was watching the match with people are saying, why can't Kappa push the ball? I said, the shot is too much. It's not everything Kappa will be doing. But what happens to the defense? Why are they looking at all the players? I'm a Liverpool fan. Thank God we won the Premier League. Even though they say it's 30 years, we don't mind. But at least we will break a yoke. You will break a yoke in a day, and then we'll break in everything. So as from next season, they will be seeing Liverpool moving forward again. So thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much. Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla for Orilla, and a lot of Chelsea fans are still trying to explain why they were so incensed about how the game turned out yesterday. Puerto Peter Meyer on the Facebook fan page says, I am not upset because I wasn't really expecting Chelsea to win that match, although they performed rather than expected for me. It was a hard fought, but I am upset because Lampard did not start Pulisic. I'm upset because Kepa keeps fumbling. I'm upset because Willian isn't playing like a professional. Errors too much. Jorginho remains an error as a DM. Finally, our defense was woeful, Jiggy. Well, I hope we qualify for UEFA Champions League and build a new team around Vanier. Thank you. Okay, so the man has just highlighted why he's so upset. Lampard didn't start Pulisic. Kepa kept fumbling. Willian is not playing like a professional. Too many errors. Can you blame him? All this thing in one team. Hey, it is well. All right, yes, it's a beautiful, beautiful day. The Lunch Sports Show right here on Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla 4 Rilla. Hits are still coming in. And yes, indeed, you can still jump in on it on Twitter, on the Facebook fan page. Phone lines. Well, I have to crave your indulgence. I'm getting the signal that, yes, it's time to get over to the interview room. Yes, indeed, to hook up with Femi Thomas of Enugu Rangers. He's a goalkeeper. Maybe he can tell us why, goalkeepers have issues like this sometimes. All right, stay right here. The action continues in just a bit. Let's head over to the interview room.
Identify your station. 88.9.
There can only be one. Sports Radio, 88.9, Brilla FM.
All right, it is Sports Radio, 88.9 Brilla FM, your champions dial. It's a beautiful sing-along Thursday, and the action is right here. Of course, in our usual fashion, we'll bring you action and, of course, men who are actively involved in sports, and today is no exception. A lot is going about the big, beautiful world about goalkeepers right about now, and who better to talk to us than one man who has been tested and trusted, and yes, he's between the goal sticks for one of the premier clubs in the Nigeria Professional Football League. It's a pleasure to have goalkeeper of Enugu Rangers, Femi Thomas, right here on your champions dial. How you doing today, brother?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm good to be here.
Okay, it's a great one. Well, the first thing I want to ask is, where exactly are you?
Yeah, I'm home right now with my family, having a nice time, and we are staying safe. God, the pandemic around the world, so I'm just home doing my in-depth training. I left Enugu like 4 or 5 months ago.
No, okay. Where is home for you? Oh, you don't want to...
in Lagos. I'm in Lagos.
Now, of course, the lockdown is affecting a whole lot of things. Of course, being one of the key players in the league, you already know that the lockdown has affected football action, and the powers that be have decided that the league must come to an end. But then, how is this really affecting players?
Yeah, I learned that the league has been ended. They will just start to prepare for the next season,
Yeah.
And the thing has been really difficult. It's not really about the soccer player itself. It's about the whole world, the NPFL fans. They want to watch action. They want to see football. They're tired of sitting home. It's not really about the ones they show on TV, but the one they are saying like they want to watch their brother. They want to watch a star and a role model. And I think this lockdown has been really affecting football in Nigeria, but it's just for our safety anyway, and we still have to keep to it.
Yes, as footballers, as athletes, there's a need to always keep fit, you understand, because when football resumes, you don't want to take too long before you are 100%. How have you been able to keep that part going? Earlier on you mentioned keeping fit. How easy has that been since you're at home, you're still under lockdown? Have you been communicating with the club? Has the team manager or the physical health manager been communicating with you? How have you been staying fit?
Before we left Enugu, before everyone left Enugu, they draft some exercises for us to be doing, and the day, the minute, and the duration. So, and we on our group chats on WhatsApp, you have to be posting some picture for them to be clear that you're really doing those stuff. Understand? And that is really working for us, as it's good for us and makes us to keep fit. Since it's getting to normal, just that you can't train with group of people, but you can see for now in Lagos, you can still go outside to do your personal training, you with 2 or 3 people, but we still keep the distancing, That's what we're doing to keep fit.
But how difficult is it? Because, it's one thing to be in a team setting when you have the entire team training. It's another thing to be on your own. Do you have to, give yourself extra ginger? Who helps you? Who helps you? There are times when you're feeling lazy and you're like, let me just leave it for today, I beg. At that point in time, what gives you that extra push?
Yeah, sure. Something you will be keeping you. League don't finish that sit down for us and the rest of the things like that. But you still have to keep pushing yourself. If you watch the EPL, most of the players, because they are doing their self-training at home, they don't really have, you could have ended the league themselves. Maybe I don't know why they continue it. For ending it
here in Nigeria, I think it's better for the players because injury will be much. If they say we should come back, the team will not be in a good spirit to stay together unless you went for a pre-season and get yourself back as a normal athlete, Ending the league is a good idea because we can't afford to be having injury players in the team, you understand? No matter how, if you're doing your own self-training at home, at least if the club resumes, if things come back to normal, at least they will give us some time to train as a group, as a team, so we can gel together. Because we can't come immediately now and start playing football. It will not all go well.
Okay. Now you talked about ending the league, not ending the league. As a goalkeeper, do you have specialized training? That makes you do what you do, or you just do the same training as the regular players, or you have your own special workout because you're a goalkeeper?
Yeah, we have our own special workout, but at least you can still run. You cannot just stay in one place and say you're a goalkeeper, you understand? Or if you really know what you're doing as a professional goalkeeper, if you really know what you're doing, your lack of exercises to do, at least you can ask Google or open your YouTube to look for a self goalkeeper training that you can do for yourself, and that has been really helping me out.
Okay. Now let's talk about the national situation. When you talk about the national team, one of the areas that a lot of people believe that we have issues is in the goalkeeping department. Now, as a goalkeeper, what do you think is the reason for this? Is it that we don't have enough talented goalkeepers, or the goalkeepers are not doing enough, or fans just want too much from the goalkeeping department?
Fans expected too much from the goalkeeping department, the national team, but we still have to. There is chance for improvement. There is chance for improvement, as I said, and Francis Uzor is really doing very well, if not for the injury that laying down a bit, and Akpori also is really doing well. Even our own base goalkeeper, Ezenwa is really doing well whenever he finds himself inside the goal to represent the nation. All the goalkeepers are doing well. They are still young. They can learn and wants to improve. They will be. I don't know how I'm going to put it down, but at least they will grow. They will get to the stage. We can't just have a goalkeeper now and we want it to improve immediately. Like Uzor, we should focus on Uzor very well. It will improve, and I think he can overtake Iyama. So.
Okay. Now, who is your own personal mentor? As a professional, there are some people you look up to and you say, okay, I want to be like this person. This person is my idol. I want to be as good, as great as he is. Who's your own mentor, locally and internationally?
Internationally, I would say Vandasa. And locally, though I was young, Vandasa, and I was young though when we started keeping for others. And here in Nigeria, I would say Aloy Agu has been a father, a trainer, a brother to me. So I really work on his step. And now he's closer to God. He's a pastor, and which really admired me to move closer to him.
Okay. Now, there's been an issue on the international scene right about now with goalkeepers who play for Chelsea and Manchester United. I'm talking about Kepa Arrizabalaga and David De Gea. These were goalkeepers who at one point in time were considered to be at the top, very, very top of the table. But recently, they've had issues. I mean, talk of even, getting them out of the club, especially Kepa, has been making the rounds. What do you think could be the problem when a goalkeeper who has been doing so well suddenly starts to not perform or underperform?
There's this thing in football that is it's just a language that they create in football. Dressing room talk. They use it as dressing room talk. This thing will not go out of the dressing room. The journalists or whoever will not hear the issue here in the dressing room. That's why they call it dressing room talk. We really don't know. Maybe they have issues. I mean, inside, and they don't want it to come outside. So maybe it's one of those things that can cause the problem. Maybe they want to leave or something, and their mind is no longer in the team. And secondly, if you if you look at Casillas, sometimes in Real Madrid, he was deformed. His game was not really as expected, you understand, which is very normal. In life, when we get to that stage, that things will look very difficult for one, you understand. So maybe this is the time for them, you know, to go down a bit. Maybe in the next 6 months or 5 months, they'll go back to their normalship. It's just normal.
Okay. All right. While we are still on the international scene, you are a fan of Arsenal Football Club, am I right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Are you happy with Arsenal's performance right about now? For the first time in a very, very long while, they will be out of the top 4 this time around. After not having won trophies for so long, and of course, Arsenal fans already used to ending in the top 4. People make fun of them saying, top 4 is Arsenal's trophy now. Now they're not even going to make top 4. Are you happy with that situation?
Nobody, even the players in the Arsenal team will not be happy for themselves. But in life, things happen like that, and you just don't expect a coach that just coming to a team to just keep the momentum. It will be very difficult. You need to be growing the team a bit to a bit, you understand? It happens to all the great coaches. When Asaringa came to the team, it's just like that, like they didn't just come up like that. It took them a little while, you understand? I believe with Arteta, I believe the team will really go very hard, but they just have to give him time and support also.
How long have you been an Arsenal fan?
Since I was small, since 94.
And you've never thought of changing clubs?
No, not at all.
Okay, so it's going to be Arsenal till forever.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Now, coming back home, one of the issues that a lot of people talk about is the welfare of players. Recently, we saw factions of the players' union coming together to put an end to the war. I don't know whether you've been keeping tabs on that situation, because we want to find out exactly, are you a member of the players' union?
No.
Why are you not a member? What role do you think the players' union has to play in players' welfare?
The issue is that, you know, I feel the form quite well, but I've not attended the meeting once. They use the captains of the team. That's why I am not among, but flesh and body, I'm with them.
Okay. Now, talking about welfare, of course, usually when things happen to players, that's when the players' union steps in if the management is not doing what it's supposed to do. Now, earlier on, you talked about going back home, you know, being released by the club when COVID started, and something not so good happened. I'm talking about Ifeanyi George. Yes. How have you been coping since that happened?
It was a really sad day for us, because I was even the one driving ahead of him. He was behind me, you know.
Yeah.
I don't really want to talk about it, because when I start talking about it, I feel so very bad. But you know, life continues. We just have to forge ahead and keep praying for him, and also the family left behind.
Yes. I remember we spoke with you when that incident happened, and you narrated how, you know, the vehicles had left. But then when things like this happen, like I said, you want to be sure that the family left behind are being taken care of. There was talk about, you know, insurance and the club doing what it's supposed to do. So I just wanted to find out if, you know, things went the way they were supposed to, or are there things that people need to step up in order to help take care of?
Yeah, for me, I can't, sorry to go in out of what you asked, but for me, I can't talk about other clubs. But for Rangers International, the management league team by Davison, they have always been there for the players. They are first thing they put in front of everything they do in Rangers football club. Like yesterday was Ifeanyi's birthday. Yesterday was his birthday, and the insurance issue, they gave the family 20 million for it, and I learned that Omuni has been paying the salary. Well, he has not been giving the family the salary ever since then, but yesterday they fulfill all their promises. I really want to thank the government of the states, the people of Enugu State, and the fans, the management of the team. I really give kudos to them. They really tried. They tried.
That is a wonderful. We also learned that they retired his jersey. That his jersey was retired.
Yeah, sure.
That's definitely a good one. What would you remember about him the most?
I knew Ifeanyi ever since when he was in First Bank here in Lagos. Then we played Enyimba together. He was this kind of person that he brings out his mind when he was on the pitch of play. He's very hardworking, and he's the kind of person that stays on his own, doesn't do and out, ready to die, especially in Rangers. He gave all his hearts for Rangers.
Well, our collective prayer is that his gentle soul will continue to rest in peace, and the Almighty will give the family and you, his friends, the strength to continue to bear the loss. I'm really sorry for my it's a very, very sad subject with you, but then it's good to talk about it sometime so the pain will lessen. Let's come back to you right about now. Now, what are your projections for the future? Right now, you are a goalkeeper for Rangers. Would you say you've gotten to the height of where you want to be with Rangers Football Club?
Not at all, but for me, I have tried since my days in Nassau United, back to Ocean Boys, Aqua, and the rest clubs that I have played. But I would say I can beat my chest and say Rangers is the best club here in Nigeria. They have really been doing well, very well. This season that I just cancelled is my third season with them, and my contract will finish with them this season. Okay. God knows best. But I can't say I'm leaving Rangers for now, but it's a club that I would not say I want to leave.
Okay. What about going abroad? Because when you talk to like 80% of players in the league, most of them, their attention is on, going abroad, talking about tryouts, talking about, traveling. What are your intentions in that area?
Yeah, the best thing for players, I will not say myself, is just to wait for God's time. If you don't have to rush it. You just don't have to rush it. You can rush and go there and rush back, and your club will say, no, we're not taking you again. So me, I prefer facing what I have in hand than what I'm not sure of. Let me just say it like that.
Okay. All right, Femi Thomas, it's been a pleasure speaking with you right here on Sports Radio 88.9 Brila FM, your Champions Dial. We want to wish you the best in your endeavors. I want to tell you to continue to keep safe. Yes, because of course, hopefully COVID will go and then football will return in full. And that's exactly what we hope. Before you go, a message to your fans and to people who are listening all across the globe to you on Sports Radio.
I will say to my fans, they should keep praying for me and expect more from me, because I'm really working hard to do them great. And to everyone listening to me, I will say they should stay safe, respect the federal government rules, and the indoor, the social distancing and the rest rules. They should just comply and stay safe.
All right then. Thank you so much for speaking with us on Sports Radio FM.
Thank you for having me.
This is the home of sport. Sports Radio 88.9 Brila FM.
Sports Radio 88.9 Brila FM, your champions. Now, a beautiful, beautiful day, and of course, action right here on the Lunch Sports Show. Femi Thomas, and the Rangers goalkeeper, just gone by in the interview room. The action's already trailing. Let's get you on board. Hello, somebody.
Hello, Abdulaki.
Yes, good afternoon to you.
Afternoon to you, brother. My good friend Emmanuel, I'm wishing you a speedy recovery. My name is JJ Amotoso. I know it's as a real that caused that sickness. We will get over it. Eh? Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Yes, I do actually heard that one before we went forward to the interview room where his good friend Emmanuel Daniel reached out to him as well. All right, it's all good, it's all good. So giving you action right here on Sports Radio 88.9 Villa for Villa and a lot of hits of training. This one never stopped even while the interview session was on. We were still sending messages and hits on Twitter and on the Facebook fan page. Leon Benga Ajulo says anytime Chelsea loses, they will blame the coach, one player, goalkeeper, and even sometimes they blame the fans. They are not serious at all. Because I don't think that they heard a little coach saying that they are going to revenge, assuming the keeper is Allison gave Arsenal that opportunity of killing them. All the team, well, they're not good enough, and Liverpool will still beat them again next year. French fire. This one is pouring kerosene. Is it petrol? Oh, well, it's all good. It's all good. Yes, a beautiful afternoon right here on Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla for Orilla. A lunch sports show still going on strong. Yes, the tail end of it. And I'm still waiting for what you will call it because it promises to be a very, very exciting season finale. Yes, indeed. As it stands right about now, still Manchester United in third, Chelsea fourth, Leicester City fifth, and Wolverhampton Wanderers in sixth place. Matches to be played. Arsenal to play Watford, Chelsea to play Wolves, Everton to play Bournemouth, Leicester to play Manchester United, and oh my goodness, it will be a very, very exciting one both at the top and at the bottom of a third game. So I'm going to hanging on let me salvage it. Well, I am not even sure. Like I said, all promises to be a very, very exciting one when those matches are played. Just stay well. It's just hope that we'll be alive to witness it to be a very, very exciting one. All right, one for the road. Yes, before we wrap things up, let's take this one. Hello there.
Good afternoon, my brother.
Good afternoon to you.
This is the Prince of Stanford Bridge.
You need to tell me your name.
My name is Kure.
Kure, because anybody who's claiming royalty of Chelsea right about now, I'm not sure how we can get away with it. Kure, what's going on?
Honestly, it's a very good one. I want Lampard, the one that the Liverpool have done it to us yesterday. I keep on saying, yes, it's an eye-opener. Before we go to the European Champions League, they will be dressing us. So Lampard should respect his defense. Your goalkeeper is good as your defense. Defense is good as your midfield. Your midfield is good as your attacker. So anyone that is not functioning, you should expect you will have a flat house. So he should just do the needful. He should collect money and buy a central defender, like two, and keep them. It's not the issue of this goalkeeper. That's just that, my brother. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Take care.
Thank you. You have a delightful day. And he has a rare perspective from a fan. He says this has just shown us what we need to do. It's not about getting angry. It's not about looking at where we're going or where we couldn't make. It's better that this happens now instead of going to embrace ourselves. So plug all the leaks at this point in time and then we'll be good to go. Like I said, a rare perspective from a Chelsea fan. And that's how far we'll take it today on the Lunch Sports Show, right here on Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla Florida. But then, of course, you know the action never stops. We'll continue to give you updates of everything that's happening all across the big, beautiful world of sport. Not basketball, football, or Formula One, or horse racing. Right here. And follow on Twitter at BillaFM89. Also join the growing family on the Facebook fan page, Sports Radio Brilla Florida. And you have to move with Brilla. Don't miss anything. Download the Brilla app from the Google Play Store and the Apple iTunes Store. So you are always connected. I'm so Jiggy. Kilani Abdul Hakim. This is my name. Call me the Jiggy Man. Don't touch that dial. The action continues right after now. This is still the home of the fans.